with more RBY Invitational, best tournament on the planet. We have another banger round 4 winners matchup between Isza and Felix. Earlier today, Amaranth took down ABR to secure the first spots in winners round 6, and we'll see if Isza or Felix will be joining him. I'm a bit late to the game since I was finishing up my Zero Escape set, but Isza led lax, as you can see. Got a big critical hit on the Executor. Goes to sleep the Gengar. Back to egg, so we're looking at Gar egg already. Lax lead is pretty funny. Is going to get sleep off, win that tie, perhaps. Or definitely win the tie, as Felix likely stunned or exploded, which is big. We have Alakazam, so we have Gar egg Zam. Combined with the fact that Isza led Lax, I think part of that tells me he doesn't really have anything better to lead. Or I don't know, he has Gengar and Executor. But I feel like there's no Chansey. I feel like with a lot of Gar exam teams, you just don't see Chansey regardless, and especially with like leading Lax. I feel like if you had a chance, I don't know. I feel like there's no Chansey, is my point. You've seen historically like Persian or Cleaster along with Bullast. Felix has Zam Egg. Probably Mai could be Zap, Dawn, something else, but probably Mai. Back to the Gar. I like how these players are actually using their time. An early Gengar Wake on Earthquake. We'll see what this Gengar is able to do now. Yeah, like, I don't know. I just, like, Gengar just kind of sucks. I swear. I don't know. I will say earlier today we saw Gengar. I think Amaranth put it best. Let me see what he said. But game 1, I really pulled out the backgar sweep versus Vestag plus Ride, which he did. So, like, I can definitely see it. But, it's just so bad. I don't know. I don't like using Gengar. Like, here, what does Gengar do? Like, truly. Like, you explode for some damage on Lax, that lets you bring in, what, Executor? Like, I don't know. I just don't really like it at all. We'll see what Isza can get out of this Gengar right here. We'll probably see him maybe switch to Executor. Or his own lengths, of course, on likely Earthquake. Yeah, it is going to be Executor. A Body Slam there would have been fire, but he does get a crit, so that's helpful. Gonna start trading. A Slam Para here would be big. No Para. I find likely here we get perhaps a Chansey. Or I don't know, I feel like you can just stay in with your Lax. Because Isaac here would really love to get his Lax in on Chansey. Like Egg done, Sam can't switch in, Snorlax heavily crippled. It's just gonna boom! Actually, there it goes. And now here comes the Tauros, gonna sack the Executor. And then I feel like we'll likely see Starmie? I feel like if Starmie's here. I think if it's Starmie, it comes out here. I think if it's Starmie, we see it. If there's no Starmie, Zam, Chansey, or your own Tauros, obviously, of course. Maybe Felix just goes his own Tauros. I mean, like, Starmie, of course, you get to threaten Thunder Wave. Or that just like opens up opportunities to just go back to Sam. I wonder if we see Starmie and then double into Lax on Sam or something. But even that, it's not like super high value. So we'll see. I think maybe you just get your Tauros, like you just accept that you have to start collecting Body Slam. Getting some good commentary on Lax lead. Everyone does not agree with the hard egg it is Tauros. Chansey's just someone trying to play against for Lax. Have to respect with Singing Counter. Can't afford to keep fishing slams because of the Chansey land saying it's really bad. It is Tauros. I think makes sense. Let's see. Does Isaac get a crit here? Does not. Wow. 31 to 27. I guess that doesn't really matter, but it was pretty funny. We'll see two more slams. No crit from Isza. No crit from Felix. Now we'll see. I mean, Isza does have Gengar. I feel like Simon has Zam, which can take Chansey, maybe a Starmie, or like Zapdos. So both have assertions. Isza has this full Snorlax. Let's see. Isza does have the Mami-chan avatar. Let's see. Felix or Serpy defending the egg switch. Eggy gets higher accuracy on the guard switch. If that's what if like the lax person has in the bag, and a Slim Parrot, you can play a sleep lock game in the short term with 70% Executor, and Sync looks stupid very fast. The Fox just stays and keeps slamming. You do have to hit 55% Syncs. We'll see. I feel like Isza, you just go to your lax here. I feel like I feel like if you stay in, you gotta click Hyper Beam. It's just gonna go to Lax. Felix stays in, gets Hyper Beam crit. Lax really wants to explode here. Or Hyper Beam is gonna take down the Taurus. So at least you get that, and you're not This is gonna be Zapdos from Felix. So we'll see what Isaac has. I mean, if it's Cloyster, not good. Let's see. Obviously, crit's less than ideal for Isaac. Let's see. What's his last? I mean, nothing's great. I mean, like Lax dies, Gengar can like explode, I guess. It's just gonna sack this Lax. Tauros, of course. Oh, we're gonna go to Zam. Definitely danger here. This tells me Isaac. His last not very good. It is up. Let's see. Maybe he doesn't need to Thunder Wave for the Cloy. No, but if you had Cloy, you just go to it on the previous turn. So it's not Cloyster. Persian, or maybe something else funny, is my guess. I do think Zap just goes for it right here. Like, you start Drill Peck in. Yeah, I mean, it's so easy. Like, okay, so we get Thunder Wave off. Gonna recover. And we're gonna get the agility off. Definitely dangerous recover there. He's gonna full power though. On Psychic, do we get a drop? No. He's gonna Peck. Get another Psychic off. And with the crit. You really want to take this off. You really want to get this down. Oh man, a recover. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Damn, Isza's playing a very, very dangerous game here. But he's going to recover all the way up to full. And he's going to get another full. And he's going to KO, so I can't believe it. Wow. Congratulations to that Alakazam. 1v1 a full health Zapdos while starting paralyzed. Now Felix is down to Alakazam, 7% Snorlax, and the Chansey, which is paralyzed. Isza still has a Gengar Boom, which he can utilize. A Tauros, of course, his own Alakazam. This Chansey is S-Toss. So I wonder if we see maybe like Hardgar Boom. That'd be kind of... We'll see. It's just going to Psychic. The Chansey is faster because Zapdos agility in front of it. I feel like you want to recover and probably get out of there. Yeah, into the Tauros makes sense. And on a full pair too is this Hyper Beam range. Why can't I see the calc? Bruh. Why is it here? This sucks. This sucks. What if I... Ah, man, that sucks. I choked. I choked. What if I refresh? Aha. Hyper Beam is in range. I feel like you probably just click the beam. Yeah. Is going to go to the Alakazam as Isza body slams. No full para. Max is on Alakazam, yeah. As we recover, I wonder if we see another double back to Tauros would be huge. It is! Isza makes the call. Doubles back, and Tauros is going to get another shot here. Very good play by Isza right there. Calls it correctly. Let's see what he clicks here. Let's see. What are the odds on Zam? He's going to go back to the Zam. On body slam. Crit! No para, though. So staying alive. Staying alive. And he's going to Psychic, too. So here, I feel like you stay and you click Thunder Wave. Does get the Thunder Wave off. Now that's huge. And now you can start tossing Isza in a great spot now. Big full para. He's going to get dropped there. I mean, it's Alakazam. Can do Alakazam things. This is Felix's first Alakazam that he has brought in any invitational game ever. I'm gonna pull up the stats. We were actually looking at this because Felix mentioned how he just never brings Alakazam. So I do have the exact moments as we watched the Sam War. The fun fact: Xcal with Big Six in Invitational is 14-0, and then Felix with Alakazam 0 times in 23 games. So now 1 in 24, which is crazy. It does get Gengar in. It is now just Nightshades. Well, I guess that's fine because you're just able to bring in Tauros, and now you boom. Tauros cleans up. Isza takes game 1. Rah, America, rah. I would like personally, I would like to see at least one American in round 6 winners after ABR lost. Although Felix now on the ropes for his potentially Felix is 8-0 in this tournament, so he is on the ropes. Let's see if he can bounce back. Very exciting stuff. I mean, this is just super high quality RBY. Always very exciting. Felix on the ropes. Let's see if he can do it. We'll wait for game 2. We'll pull up some of the stuff I recently added to the thread. RBY is one of the biggest money pools for an invitational ever. $20 behind DVP and $50-something behind DVP Ubers. And then of course the ADV people, they're insane. You can't beat them. But that would be cool if we could get past that. Fun facts I was mentioning, Xcal 14-0 with Big Six, which is crazy. Felix and Alakazam. Xcal's run this invitational. He played ABR, Conflict, McMahon, Behe, 19 combined trophies. That's fucking nuts. Some of the storylines: Isza versus Team Germany, 1-1 versus Felix, 4-3 overall. Let's see how he does here. Still no game 2. I do think it's hilarious. Felix finally brings Alakazam, relents, and then just loses. Another Alakazam! Woohoo! Very interesting. Very interesting. Isza brought Lee Jolteon, which is something you really don't want to see Alakazam because Felix never brings Alakazam, and Felix ends up doing it. Super interesting. This is looking very dangerous for Isza. I mean, only 8 seconds left, but I feel like you gotta get out of there if you're Isza. Very, very, very interesting. And then in 2 hours, we'll see Markaway Steelers of Serpy, which is just the highlight to end all highlights as well. Like 3 absolute bangers today. Very exciting. And then Shiloh Septros got delayed until tomorrow. We'll see Blazing Target Nicole at 6 a.m. EST, and then Larry LaRue, or Larry Seatown. Um, they're playing tomorrow, Shiloh Septros, 11:30 a.m. EST tomorrow. Facts. Yeah, he's gonna go to the Executor. Big crit. And then we're back to Chansey on Thunderwave. We're gonna see if Isza can get some sleep off. Gonna be a big crit. And we land Sing! Woohoo! Felix gets his lax in and can start pressuring. Lead Jolteon, like when it's regulated to just like bring it back, Jolteon. Less than ideal, I think, for sure. Is gonna stay in. Do we see counter here? That would go nuts. Oh, we full pair. I mean, probably not counter. Most likely just Thunder Wave, but counter would have gone freaking crazy, I will say. Do you see counter there? No. Why something do we see counter here? Yeah, we do see counter. Well done by Isza. But now, like, he's in a tricky spot with Reflect. Alexa coming, especially if Felix clicks Earthquake here. I wonder if we see back to Executor. Back to Jolteon on Body Slam. Does not get paralyzed, but very dangerous there. I wonder what Isza's probably expecting rest. If I had to guess, that makes sense. Not in Thunderbolt range. Not great. Yeah. Into the Executor for nothing. Here, I assume we see Thunder Wave and then Pin Missile. So let's see if Jolteon can do anything. I mean, at the very least, it's going to get Thunder Wave on Executor, which I mean is, I guess, helpful. Which is helpful. But you'd really like to see at least like one Pin Missile, try to get some big damage off. This is going to be Thunder Wave. And we got a full para, so that's big. Let's see. He's going to Pin Missile. No crit. 3 hits. Not bad. Paralyze. Paralyze again. This Jolteon doing well. Will not be surprised if Felix is forced to switch here to Chansey. A Thunder Wave would, or Double Kick would go fucking nuts from Isza. But he's just in Pin Missile. No crit. Gets 3. 3 hits again. Missed Sleep Powder. Not good for not good for Felix at all. This is a Jolteon moment, as RBY says. Felix definitely getting a bit unlucky in these 2 sets. It's gonna miss Pin Missile and we're just gonna explode. So, I mean, Jolteon does its job. It, trades itself for Executor, which I think is definitely fine. Chansey is a sleep block, in theory. Yeah, why is Felix staying there hella desperate? I agree. I think you probably, after that first one, maybe just go to Chansey. I mean, I know firsthand about getting your Executor owned by Elite Jolteon. Not great. Not great. LOL. From SPL against Troller. Now let's see how's he going to bounce back. We have an Alakazam. So it is Zapdos again. So I guess that makes more sense. We see another Zam Egg Zap from Felix, and now has removed the Jolteon, so that's good. We're gonna see another Alakazam going all in. I mean, here Isza has Boom, and it's out of Thunderbolt range from Lax, so you have an emergency button there. Executor, same thing with Peck. Has Tauros Last there. Jolt Exam, interesting. I feel like you usually see my. I mean, this whole goes back to the discussion. Like, I feel like most of the time you'd rather have my. Like when you're doing like your backs Eggmai over Exam, I would say the one big point for Alakazam is the Zapdos matchup. But you, in theory, have Jolteon, right? But like, it ends up really helping us out here. I think definitely having an Alakazam over Starmie, unless it was like Blizzard. But still, Isza will get a Thunder Wave off here, which will be good on anything. So I think it's definitely looking good for him so far. Definitely not a bit lucky, but is playing well. Big discussion about Elite Snorlax. Maybe I'm talking about Elite Sandslash. Or no, Lead Lax Slash sounds base. Get the early egg bite ship for the Slasher. Or Serpio Death Run a T-Bolt Shade Gengar behind the Lax and then Slam My on turn 1 is good for the Gar. I agree. Makes sense. Definitely talking about the Lead Lax lines. Like RBY is, like, oh, you use the same things. It's still so undeveloped. Like, there's basically just unlimited things you can explore, I feel like. It's just crazy. He's gonna go to his Lax. Like, there's, like, I feel like just everything, like, if you really want to. Like, I was thinking, like, oh, you could do so much analysis about, like, Pretty Little Liars. Like, you can make unlimited videos about, like, the stupidest things. We were gonna see the Chansey, and I feel like the same thing with, like, RBY. Like, oh, let's explore lead lax lines. Oh, now let's explore lead lax lines with Sandslash, where you want to get that early egg matchup for the Slasher. Like, it's crazy. Lead lax solution for your boom team. They hate my lead. Just boom it turn 1. That's pretty crazy. But I like it. I feel like Isza probably wants to keep his Alakazam here, right? So, like, you want to go to your lax. Use that to duel the Chansey. I do definitely like Isza's. Not gonna lie, I have no clue. People just keep using my Jolt exam from ABR. Don't even have it anymore. Yeah, like I was saying, like you probably see my it's like you just rather run mine instead. But Isza has Alakazam, which I mean it's helpful, definitely helpful here, honestly. And I feel like back Alakazam probably a bit underrated. Like its ability to dual Chansey, I really like, and like being faster. Then of course everything, which like same with Starmie, but now like you're a lot more powerful, better against Zapdos. So I don't think it's probably been underrated, but I do agree. Like if you knew what your opponent was bringing, probably very little reason to ever use Alakazam. Like if it's Zapdos, you have Rhydon. If it's Big Six, you have Zapdos. If it's Rhydon, you have Engmai, etc. I mean here. I feel like Isaac just goes for it, right? Booming this Chansey, you probably don't want to do. Yeah, you just Body Slam. Felix countering would go nuts, but he does just Thunder Wave. Is gonna Body Slam again. It is true that Felix that was very likely Sing Chansey, or like it in theory it's Sing Chansey. This Lax just does not give a shit. So it slams here as a Thunder Wave. Felix has to get out of there. Makes sense. Goes to Alakazam, eats a slam. Goes back to his Snorlax, eats another slam. Here we see. Oh, he's just gonna boom. Makes sense. I was wondering if we were gonna see an Alakazam there, but I think booming the Lax. Like I think that's like Isaac keeps his Alakazam for the Zapdos. But this Chansey could be dangerous. I wonder if we see both still have their Tauros. I mean, Isza is up. I'm on. Just asleep. But like if that wakes up, that could be big. Maybe you go Executor and just click boom. That could be interesting, actually. Like this dies, and then you just up to your Tauros. Like you go to Executor, you boom. I guess like if you boom on the Sam, that's bad. I smell some freshly baked muffins downstairs, and I'm like really enticed by these fucking muffins. But we'll wait until this is over. Let's see here. Isza is gonna be the Chansey, is gonna be Alakazam. What? 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 Did you try to counter? Guys. I think. What? Did he try to counter the boom? Did he try to counter the boom? Right? That's nuts. I mean, like, it makes a lot of sense for. I feel like I see what Isza trying to go for, but I feel like it just never works there. I think Chances is gonna stay in and click Thunderwave. I guess maybe like if I feel like he goes to exam, it's still not really high value. So I feel like he just ate Thunderwave for nothing. Very flashy. Very flashy. Very funny, I will say. Although I'm not sure. Like, he ended up just eating Thunderwave, and now Zapdos is looking a bit more dangerous. And now we're stuck here. I just want to save his Alakazam. Also, this has. I guess this doesn't have Seismic Toss, so maybe we could use that. I think he wanted to flex. Yeah, I mean, this Alakazam now we know does not have Seismic Toss, very likely. Triple counter, I think. That makes, yeah, turn 14 now a lot more interesting, because that was probably counter chancy, I mean, at this point. Oh, wait, never mind. What am I saying? He doesn't have counter. It's only double counter, but still, pretty fucking nuts. Here, like Isza probably wants to get his Tauros in when it's like this, because then die is gonna get Alakazam in. Let's see if this has Seismic Toss. I guess it doesn't really matter. Or no, it doesn't have Seismic Toss. Not like it probably matters. Here, I mean, you do have Bolt Beam. Your chance is at 100%, but this Zapdos is definitely looking scary. It's gonna try to reset the drops and get waste some Psychic PP. You can't even click fucking. Can't even click Seismic Toss because he doesn't have it. I mean, here maybe you do this until Alakazam is forced to KO itself, but it's gonna be tough. Here, I'd go to maybe Executor or Tauros. Yeah, I guess Ace in the chat. Like, if the Chansey full paired when I click Thunderwave, I think it works, and then you just KO it. So I guess, okay, less bad. Alright, that makes sense, because if he full paralyzed, I think it works, and then Chance just goes down. Okay, that's more reasonable, I suppose. I have no idea. So I guess like it depends on the countermax if it like actually works. Where just kidding, JK. Okay, bad counter. So not a good counter from Isza, but you know you sometimes you gotta flex. Sometimes you gotta flex. Sometimes you gotta flex. But I mean here we're just cooking. Does he get? He doesn't get anything on this Tauros coming. But it does get up to full. Yeah, I agree. Emirates says Isza still wins, I think. Well, I mean, like, yeah, he still has to fight through this Zapdos Tauros, which is going to be tough. Especially since this Alakazam down to 7 Psychics. But he is up a whole Pokemon, assuming this Alakazam does not get a really early wake. Would really love to KO this because then it opens up a free boom from the Executor. Wonder if this Alexander will be able to counter. I mean, on the Tauros. Yeah, S-Toss Zam. I guess like it doesn't really matter in this part, but like you'd really love some extra attacking moves. Cause you're down to 6. Like you need, like this is like ice like 4. It's like the least you can go into your next stage with. So I wouldn't be surprised. Like I feel like you gotta go to your egg or your Chansey at some point. Maybe egg doesn't have boom. Nah, I feel like it's definitely gonna boom. Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like you can't really let any more of your psychics down. So I feel like you gotta go to the Chansey, and this Chansey's just like sit there forever. I guess maybe you can still do that a bit more. But maybe at some point you want to go to your Executor. I mean, you can keep stalling out. Maybe. Let's see. This Zapdos, like, you have your Alakazam, you have your Chansey, both para, lol. This can boom. Is the only other Chansey, yeah. On Zam, alright. Here you go to Executor. Maybe. And then you threaten boom. You can eat an Ice Beam. Isza is definitely the underdog here. 5-13 in favor of Felix. I guess pretty similar to the 7-12 where Amaranth was underdog against RBY, but we could be looking at 2 underdogs advancing, and then we still have Blazing Dog versus Nicole, 4-13, and Marco versus Serpy, 4-14. Although it'd be tough to call that like a really big upset, you know. Marco versus Serpy, 2 goats. Next round in the losers bracket, we will have all of ABR, McMegan, and Solon, which will be really interesting. I believe McMegan eliminated ABR last year. I would personally love to see Solon versus McMegan in RBY Invitational. Like, that'd be fucking nuts. Next round, we could see Amaranth versus Marco. We could still see Serpy versus Felix. Those matchups would all go fucking crazy. So, I mean, this matchup already itself goes nuts. Into the Tauros, yeah. I feel like there's no reason to just body slam here. You just go back to your Chansey. No need to risk. I feel like if you're risking anything, it's with the Egg Boom, not your Tauros. Very exciting things. I mean, Jolteon, Lead Jolteon, although it faced an Alakazam, did end up doing well. I mean, it kind of forced Felix to boom the egg, which is kind of where the 4v3 came up. I think that sequence is really where Felix fell a bit behind. The Serpy's talking about if we talk here. Yeah, if we go bunch. This really should have been a boom. Because if you like blow up the Jolteon there, I feel like a lot of help. Instead, you deal with this where it just dies. And you end up doing this anyway, right? Like trading your lax for lax. And then, like, if you ended up trading the Jolteon, I think it works a lot better. So, yeah, that's. So, I think that not booming the lax on the Jolteon and then getting owned by Jolteon was where Felix fell behind the Pokemon. Though we're still stalemating. I mean, Chansey's got 8 bajillion Sings. Still 15 S-Tosses. Still has more attacking moves than this Chansey. Has way more. 19, 5, 15, 13, 6, 7, 11, 3. So I guess Isaac is still just sitting here. I mean, there's like when you're down in like around hyper beam range, just like throw out that waves. You have plenty of them, and maybe hit a Tauros, and you like obviously that really helps. So maybe like the egg sense, you just don't really have to do. Just be patient with this Chansey. You can definitely see it. This set is going about in like an hour. I love it. 35 minutes so far on the stream. Although I was late because I was finishing up my my Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma round, I guess, my escape. Definitely in the game, a lot worse than the two previous ones. I think the first part, one, it doesn't make any fucking sense why they're there yet, which I assume they'll explain. But like the timeline right now, because it's set in between the two previous games. So that's like, I guess that's really a big deal because I'll explain. But like, the puzzles are so much easier. Like they literally tell you, like, oh, didn't we see something like this before? Haha, like hint, hint, wink, wink, and it annoys the shit out of me. Like, let me solve the puzzle by myself. But we'll see. I feel like so. Yeah, this game, getting excited. I mean, soon once we finish this Chansey nonsense, I feel like things will go a lot better. I won't lie. I mean, Isza is does have a Pokemon ahead, but like feel like it's Zapdos Tauros. Like Isaa's gonna have to find a way around that somehow. Gonna be tough. Isaac taking his time. Why does it just say it has 210 seconds left? What the fuck is going on? Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, so we go, we do this. Damn, my thing was just Chansey, into exam, Chansey, Sam, stalling out. Okay, here we go. We get Tauros in on a recover. Felix Earthquakes gets Thunderwaved. Alright, I'm glad there's no counter. Psychics does big to the Tauros, dies. Not in Tauros range though. So we'll get that chip damage on before you sack the Zam. And here comes Chansey. Alright, so no wonder my shit was fucking messing up. But now we're getting the exciting parts. Felix traded his Tauros for Alakazam. This Chansey, a big menace. The Zam is now done. I wonder if you just go hard. I guess like this Chansey, like in theory, I mean it just like I feel you just go to your Chansey, right? And throw out more Thunderwave Seismic Toss. I guess like if you double Tauros, I think it's still fine. Just found out Peacock has a red zone channel for the Olympics. I don't think I have Peacock. Which is less than ideal. Well, that would be pretty cool. Big turn here. Lots of thinking. I wonder if my fucking thing is just being done again. That would suck. Now, yeah, the timer makes sense. Yeah, you just go back to your Chansey. As Felix has got to his Tauros. Big move there. Well, I mean, like, even if we do this... Cycling Toss KOs, yeah. I guess, like, if you get a big hype beam off... Actually, you probably need this for the Zapdos. Yeah, so maybe this is where you go to egg and you click explosion. Or we'll see. You go to your, maybe you just go to your egg. I mean, especially if you full para. Yeah, this body slam will just gonna hyper me and gets the crit. Oh man, not great for Isza. Is this even in body? It is in body slam range. So you probably sack this. We really wanted that egg though. I mean, we are down to basically like a 2v2. But that's the thing, you trade your Alakazam for Tauros, but then Tauros just fucking KOs you anyway. Is gonna go hard to his Chansey. We do Hyper Beam when we KO this Chansey. And now it's time. Can this Tauros 1v1 this Zapdos? I mean, either way, if it doesn't crit, like, you go egg, you KO the Tauros. Zapdos just comes in and revenges. But regardless, nice comeback from Felix. Pivots really well to get himself back in the game. Now it's going to probably come down to this. I feel like if you're Isza, you just go for it. I mean, obviously you prefer if you just can't the Zapdos. But, we'll see. Gonna come down to the wire. I think Felix is probably favored here, right? See, I guess the question here is, do you body slam or do you blizzard? I mean, obviously, body slam, you want really want that para for the next turn. Like, you can really come, especially if you full para would be huge. Tauros is going to be faster, but for this turn only. Of course, if you Blizzard, you're going for the freeze. I think Blizzard's also 3KO, but I don't think that really matters. Yeah, you gotta hit, and you gotta get rolls. Well, Body Slam's a 4KO. Neither one of them. Like, you still gotta attack with 2 moves, and then you gotta Hyper Beam. I guess if you crit, it's gonna Body Slam, no crit, no para. Just gonna peck! Whoa, expecting Chansey. Does not get it. Now this is in Thunderbolt range. Well, not actually. Absurd peck. I agree. That's pretty crazy peck. Yeah, I agree. That's a pretty crazy peck. Really going for Body Slam, no crit, no para. Thunderbolt is going to get the roll. So it gets a bit bailed out. Yeah. And now, I mean, it would be... Isza's going to have to hit sync through... It's just going to softball. Isza's fucking nuts with this softball. He's going to hit sync. And he hits sync! He hits sync through para! He hits sync through para! I mean, we're going to see. He's going to heal all the way up. Zapdos is sleeping. Gets the Seismic Toss off. Is he going to 5-turn sleep? Here we go. Here we go. Isza hits the sync through para. And Zapdos sleeps for 5 turns. Heals all the way up. KOs the Zapdos. Here we go. In S-Toss range. Felix is going to need a crit. Either crit Hyper Beam or he's going to need a full para. So I think crit Hyper Beam is better odds. We're going to see. I mean, he also has enough full para. That's why we haven't considered that. So I think Hyper Beam makes sense. Can he do it? I mean, he already crit the Exeggutor. Can he crit the Chansey here? Felix needs to not get parried, hit Hyper Beam, and crit the Hyper Beam. Let's see, and obviously Isza is just clicking. He Hyper Beams, doesn't get the crit. Isza KOs, and Isza takes it. Wow, just a phenomenal sets between two very, very good players. Isza is gonna take it. Felix meets his first loss ever in RBY Invitational. Wow. And it's going to be Isza. Moving on. Will guarantee himself now. He will be in top 8. So he's guaranteed a top 6 finish at worst. Crazy sets. Very well done. Congratulations to Isza. And just put an end to one of the most absurd streaks, I think, I've ever seen. But thanks for all for joining, and I'll see you next time. Bye.